Hey guys, very good morning, Fabio here, and I hope you guys are all doing well. So welcome to a new daily market outlook, and yeah, as per usual, the dollar index and the major dollar pairs are going to be discussed. If you have any questions whatsoever, make sure to send me a message on Discord, and without further ado, let's dive into this video and enjoy. So to begin with, of course, the dollar index, and looking at the dollar index, where did we stall as of yesterday? So as you guys can see here down at the bottom, we have this very clear drop base rally structure, and as we can see, we perfectly rejected the line. After closing above it, we reversed back up in towards the highs. Now we have some area of supply over here at this line of 94.023. So we are currently just consolidating, or I'm expecting us to consolidate in between these two lines before breaking out either in towards the highs or down in towards the lows, So I would prefer a push up higher in towards that area over here, at least before seeing any further downside or seeing more upside. A pullback is of course favorable. Looking at the overall structure on this dollar index at the moment, what we can currently see is that we have of course the bullish structure over here, and we have now broken this higher low and now created a new lower low. So now just anticipating on a new lower high before seeing any potential further downside. So that's currently what I'm waiting for, just being patient, not much further on the board. No real clear areas of supply and demand, only these two white lines at 94.023 and 93.813. So yeah, let's head over to our next pair, which is Aussie dollar. So Aussie dollar is nearly at our zone of 0.74398 and above. So from there, I'm just going to be seeing if we see any deceleration within the market so that we can take any potential shorts. In the meantime, no trades at all, just waiting for this pair to get to better value. So yeah, that is it simply said on Aussie dollar. Quickly diving in towards the lower time frame, can we see anything interesting? No, not really. For me personally, not. Especially with this kind of price action where you just keep on moving up in towards the highs. Yeah, just gonna be having to wait until we see some real structure form where we can trade off. So let's just wait until we hit this zone and the line before looking for any potential shorts back down in towards the lows. So let's head over to euro dollar. And euro dollar. So euro dollar yesterday reacted beautifully to our area of supply, which we had drawn in, as we can see over here. Started to make a pullback, but yeah, for the rest, didn't really see anything that interesting. We saw a minor fake out on the swing low over here of structure, or you can also take this swing low over here. So after seeing a fake out at support over here, you can see that we are now reversing back up in towards the highs. Yeah, this pair for me is not that interesting as, for instance, pound dollar. So what I'll be doing is just skipping euro dollar for now. What I really want to see actually is either a double top, then a further drop back down before looking for any potential longs, and otherwise what I'll be looking at is a potential fake out on the swing high over here at 1.16403 to then take potential short if we do see some bearish selling pressure after faking out on that high. So yeah, that is it for euro dollar. Let's head over to pound dollar. So pound dollar is currently situated in supply, as we can see, lots of deceleration. Yeah, this upper line didn't really get rejected at 1.36950, so therefore not really interesting for me to take a trade from this zone. Personally, I was not in any pound dollar positions. What we can see, however, is some beautiful deceleration within this zone. So let's just wait and see, guys. If we do move up higher, which is a possibility, I'll be watching this swing high at around 1.37497 to then see a fake out on it, or either a push up higher in towards this basing structure which we have over here. So that is simply it for pound dollar. In the meantime, what you can do is prematurely take some trades on, let's say, the lower time frame. So if you look at, for instance, the 5 minute at the moment, as you know, we are situated and located in an area of supply. So if you, for instance, go to yesterday's chart, what you can then see, for instance, if we turn on the 50% body candles, is that if we dive down a little bit deeper and we, for instance, look at the overall trend, so we know we are in supply. So you preferably want to be looking for shorts. As we can see over here, we have that clear downtrend structure. So what you now want to do is look for those obvious areas of supply and demand. So for instance, over here, what we have is a very obvious area of supply. And what you'll see is essentially that when you get the impulse from here to here, the market retraces back up in towards the area of supply before dropping further down in towards lows. So once combining these areas of supply and demand with higher time frame areas of supply, so for instance this 15-minute supply is also what we had. So we had a 5-minute supply inside of that 15-minute supply. By stacking those areas, you can really get those nice trades in. So as we can see, at a later phase in time, price once again reacted to that 15-minute zone. So yeah, that is pound dollar essentially. Not that interesting as of now. Would wait for some further lower time frame downtrend structure before looking for shorts, as we are of course situated in supply. But let's say the bullish buying pressure just is and stays too strong, then we will of course look for higher levels. At the current moment in time, I'm only going to be looking at this level as kind of our last area of resistance, alongside this major swing high on which we could see a fake out. So keep your eyes out from 1.37125 and 1.37497. So yeah, that's it for pound dollar. Let's head over to Kiwi dollar. And Kiwi dollar, guys, Kiwi dollar broke through the zone really easily, as you guys can see. So now the zone has been deleted. I was looking on the lower time frame, and on the lower time frame we did see some deceleration within this 1 hour imbalance zone which we had. As you guys can see, this is an imbalance candle. So once we reached that zone, which was stacked with the 4 hour, of course, what we saw then was that we did see that initial reaction. However, yeah, dollar was just too weak to really give us any further downside. So at the moment, I'm just going to be waiting for higher price levels. Just going to be waiting for 0.70952 at minimum before looking for any shorts at all. So yeah, that's Kiwi dollar for you guys. Just waiting for this zone to get hit for then potential more downside. So let's head over to our last pair, which is gold. And gold, guys, so gold created some weekly demand situated over here at 1760 approximately. Gold is looking bullish as of now. However, the overall trend on gold is looking a little bit bearish if we look at the higher time frame. I'm still not really fully convinced that we're going to see a full-blown reversal in towards the highs. However, for now we have created a lot of demand, guys. So if you don't mind what I just said, mainly just focus on the technicals. We can then see that we have a lot of demand situated at 1760. Going in towards the daily, then once again that line on the weekly, which is demand, also aligns perfectly with the daily demand. Diving in towards the 4 hour, we can also see that there is 4 hour demand, and lots of it situated over here at 1766. So preferably we would see a further drop today in towards the lows, back down in towards 1766, maybe a spike in towards 1760 before seeing any more upside. For now, my main focus on this morning is going to be on this level, of 1786.770, to see if we see a fake out on that, to then trade that fake out and take some lower time frame longs. So what I'll be doing is mainly focusing on the 5-minute time frame to then see if we see a fake out on that swing low, and then potentially trade the lower time frame uptrend back up. So that's going to be my main focus for today. Furthermore, once again, looking at gold on the lower time frame, gold is just super beautiful many times on the lower time frame. So really try and focus on it, because as you guys can see, if you for instance had an uptrend in this particular situation, you then get a very nice trend break back down in towards the downside, see a clear level of supply being created over here within this basing structure, then place in a fib. You can really time your entries to absolute perfection, because over here we can see a perfect 786 alongside this area of supply, then take a short back down in towards the 0 fib, and you will have some great trades on your hands. A potential, what is it? Set your stop loss above the highs, a potential 1 to 4.7. So really focus on those lower time frame setups when the market on the higher time frame is a little bit messy. That's what I've been doing a little bit this week. Main focus as well on content creation, of course, for the VIP community. But yeah, this is essentially it for today, guys. So I wish you all a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, just ask me on Discord and I will all speak to you soon. Thanks, guys.